whenever you're hearing this, it's early. It's like 8:30 in the morning on Tuesday, the 29th. Let's talk some college basketball. I was drinking a cup of coffee when I woke up and I realized I got the college basketball algorithm all set up for today before I even finished my coffee. One hand sipping on the coffee, other hand just copy and pasting some information. And look at that. We've got games. There's 16 games today. And this is all really done very fast. So I'm liking how this is working. We're getting into January coming soon. So we'll probably try to release this Excel file for people that want to purchase it and use it to simulate their own games. We're almost getting there, guys. So let's talk about yesterday real quick while we finish the second cup of coffee this morning and also talk to you about yesterday, talk about today's game. So yesterday, not a great day. Kind of bringing the algorithm back to normal for a little while. We had been really running great yesterday, 8-5, 6-7 on the spread, but things that the pick of the day did win. That's good. Pick of the day was not Drake, although I had Drake also, but pick of the day was Minnesota. That's right. The pick of the day was Minnesota plus 2.5. Not only did they cover, they won, and not only did they win, they won big. 81-56. Wow. So they were home. That's a nice pickup, but the other one did not win. Colorado, was it? Yep. Colorado lost to Arizona on the road, though. You can see the difference between home and away. And UC Irvine, of course, won at home against Cal Santa Barbara, so this was known to watch out for this. I have this sorted by spread cover. I should resort it the normal way so that we see the way it's supposed to look. It's supposed to look like this. Whoops. It's supposed to look in this order, which still wasn't a great day. Yeah, Missouri State did not win after beating Northern Iowa the day before. So these are teams playing each other, the same exact team playing each other 2 days in a row because I guess they're trying to limit travel or whatever at the same venue. I think that's abnormal for college basketball. I do not think that's a normal thing. That's like a new thing this year. So we'll have to see how that plays out as teams get to know each other. But anyway, we didn't have Maryland over Wisconsin, but we knew to stay away from Wisconsin at this terrible run. Even today, redoing it, it predicts a tie out of these two teams. So that was a one-off that Maryland actually beat Wisconsin in Wisconsin. But anyway, all right, 2 minutes in. Let's talk about today already. Tuesday the 29th. So I am looking at this for the first time because I told you I just drank a cup of coffee to do this. I got a million other things to do today, so let's just get this done. Thank God there's no football today at least. Bills really walked over the Patriots last night. All right, let's talk about today and see if we can find a pick of the day in here somewhere, right? Let's do this. All right. So Texas against Incarnate Word. They're minus a trillion. They're a 33-point favorite. I think Gonzaga did not cover that 44 points yesterday against Northern Arizona. You can't do anything on a 40-point line, even though they were up like almost 40 points in the first half. All right, whatever. Can't do anything with that line. Let's take that off here. Baylor, Central Arkansas, same problem. These are enormous win percentages, though, right? Yep, Baylor looking like you should walk all over them. USC versus Santa Clara. 10 points, minus 720 at home. Don't think you can do anything with that either. West Virginia, minus 3,000 against Northeastern. Only 5 games for Northeastern also. If anything, you take Northeastern plus 18.5, but we really don't do anything here. We don't mess around in these games. They're not optimal games. Houston and Tulsa, minus 7.5. We can get this on one screen for everybody. That's why we want to do that. Let's see here. So 7.5 minus 385 away. Think they're going to win. They are a really good team, but you just on the road, that terrible line, can't do anything with that either. Houston coming off. Virginia Tech at Miami of Florida. Home and a favorite at minus 275. You're starting to get into the realm where you could consider betting a money line and throwing this on a parlay, but I'll leave it on there because they are supposed to win. They're a good team. They're supposed to win on all fronts. So minus 275 is almost reasonable putting on a round robin or a parlay somehow. Kansas State and Omaha. Don't like this line, don't like the points, don't like this power percentage either. That means Kansas State is not that strong of a team. It actually predicts a tie by projected score. So if anything, it's saying Omaha plus 9.5. But I don't trust the algorithm enough in these type of situations. You don't want somebody on the road that's already a really bad team anyway. So I don't think you can do anything there. Louisiana State and Texas A&M. 300. I mean, Vegas is right along with us. This is a problem. When I release this file and people subscribe to this, you understand that all of the lines are going to change. And they're going to be very similar to what this algorithm kicks out as soon as I start doing that. That's the other issue with me giving out the Excel file, guys. For all of you that want to buy it, you understand that that means everybody can buy it. And that's kind of what happens because it works. That it does. All the other sports I've done this for. As soon as I start releasing the file, the lines change and it becomes less. We become less able to find underdogs a lot of times. But anyway, this line is also not great. You can see how these are very similar matchup games. The margins and the powers of these teams versus their opponents are very similar. The lines are the same. You can see one has a slightly better line. We do think that Louisiana State scores more. These are potential money line parlays. I don't want to take them on the spread because you just can't. You don't want to do that. Southern Louisiana versus Lamar. So here we have an underdog. Here's a problem though. Look at the power percentage; it's terrible. So these are two teams that like you could put out your, like 10 or 12-year-old kids, and they're gonna actually have a game against these teams. That's what this is saying. This is saying that both these teams, like Lamar, is probably one of the worst teams in the conferences, whatever. Now, I don't think that means take Southern Louisiana because they both have 8 games. I mean, I don't know. This is a bottom feeding game, and I feel like you're asking to get disappointed here somehow. But I guess you can take them +5 and have it there on the road. I don't like it. I'm going to leave it up there, but I don't like it. Iona, Towson. So here you can see the difference between this Iona game and these other two. Here's a team with a power percentage of only 14%. That means that they are a relatively weak team, and they have 8 games already. So they're probably going to beat Towson at home. However, I'd be so scared to take a spread like this, and I don't like the money line because they haven't proven they're a winning team overall. So that's got to come off. Mercer is at their first home game, I believe I had in this file, against Wofford. All right. This I kind of like. So they're at home. They're only -136. They've got 8 games. Wolford's got 6. Their power percentage is up in the 40s, and this is at about 50. This is a pretty good pick. This line should be worse than 136. This line should be like 150 or worse. And so that's a reasonable pick. Mississippi and Alabama. It's going to be tough to find a pick of the day through this, though. Mississippi versus Alabama. Mississippi's away. You get a 1.5. It likes them. Doesn't like them by point projections, though. Thinks they're going to lose by point projections. Only have 6 games. Because they're on the road and the margin is fairly small, I don't like that. Mississippi's coming off. Eastern Michigan, Central Michigan. Eastern Michigan's a home, but it's all Michigan. -205. Smaller margin and a bad power percentage. Low power percentage. Only 4 games. There's a lot of reasons to stay away from this game. So Eastern Michigan's coming off. Iowa. Northwestern. Now here's something. But Iowa's at home. Iowa coming off a loss to Minnesota where that guy's running through. Minnesota's looking like a better team than we thought after winning yesterday, too. They're at home. That line is not justified. The -10.5 is not justified. It's interesting that the point projections give it to them at 11. That's funny. That's why that spread cover is 0. That's saying our point projections are predicting the Iowa score exactly. But this margin's only 7%, and the power and the margin are the ones that are more important. They're more reliable now. So this is saying this is a much closer game than 10.5 points. Now, the problem is Northwestern's on the road if you take them plus 10.5. But, Too tough with conflicting information. I'm going to take it off there, but you can see that just get ready for this to be a closer game than you think. That's all. Memphis and South Florida. Favored 7.5 at home. Margins low. Don't like anything here. There's no value here at all. So, yeah, don't like that. Memphis could even lose that game because the margin is so close, 5%. They're saying it's an either way 5% game that the teams are close. So Memphis is coming off. Clemson's Florida State. At home, margin's super close. Point projections say no. Point projections say Florida State wins this game. There's only a lot of games that played 6 teams, or 6 teams that have played 6 games. There have been a lot of going on. I guess that's kind of the cutoff where teams that have started their season where they're at. I mean, I kind of like Clemson at home -124, but Florida State is a really good team. So you're asking this for this to be a dogfight, and it's like Mercer over Wofford. You can see how there's just a greater margin here, and the point projections are more. Actually, the point projections are not consistent with Mercer beating Wofford. I didn't realize that they're -2. Tough day. I think I like what this is doing, but it seems like a tough game. It seems like you win this game like 3 out of 5 times, not 4 out of 5 times with Clemson to Florida State. So it's a tougher game, but let's leave it up there. Oh, is that it? That's everything. Yeah, tough day. That's all I have in this. So what's the pick of the day? What are the answers 11 minutes in, guys? Well, I like that I'm seeing 4 home teams up here. I like that a lot. We mentioned with Southern Louisiana at Lamar. Lamar is just so awful that I think that Southeastern Louisiana plus 5.5 is a pick. It's just not the pick of the day because I don't want to have a team that's a -10 power percentage as the pick of the day. It just that doesn't make sense. So Southeastern Louisiana plus 5.5 a pick, but let's take it off there. It's not the pick of the day. These lines are not acceptable as a pick of the day on the money line. Like even if you throw these two together on a money line parlay, Virginia Tech, Louisiana State, you're going to get paid not even 2-1 on your money, or not even doubling your money. I don't think. I think a little less. So that's like if you put $100 down, you win like 90 more. So I like these teams, but they can't be picks of the day because I don't like taking teams -7 points or something as picks of the day. So Virginia Tech and Louisiana State they're coming off. And you're stuck with these two. And as we were discussing this game, I kept saying how Mercer has a greater power percentage, and this game is a dogfight. And even though I think Clemson wins it, I know that Florida State is going to play them tough, and this disparity here. So I think the answer is Mercer at -136. Let's just double check that by looking at the standings of Mercer and Wofford and how many games is like Mercer paid at home. Let's see here. Just want to answer this. We're going to be naming out picks of the day. Let's make sure we know what we're talking about. 41% team. They're 7-1. Their strength of schedule's in the middle and okay. All right, I like to see the 7-1. I like that. What about their opponent, which is Wofford? Wofford? I think they call it Wofford. I think I say it wrong. I think it's Wofford. See, if I can't say your team's name, you're probably not that good. But dude, oh yeah, 3-3. Okay. Yeah, what's their strength of schedule? Just a little better at 2.2. No, I like this game. I do like it as pick of the day now. So the only thing about this is that you don't get even money essentially because it's -136. But Mercer at home on the money line. Don't mess around with spreads like this on the money line. That is the pick of the day. Clemson also the right side of this pick to have at home because they're both at home. But there you go. That's your pick of the day. So good luck, everybody. May all of our picks be winning, but especially Mercer.